I chose to be a student athlete because when you have something that takes up your whole life all the time, I felt like if I came to college and chose not to play a sport, like it would just ruin up my whole life dynamic that I'd known for so long. Like in high school, like I would have to get get there before school. I would have to stay after school. I would have to go to my select practice after my at practice school, and it just softball consumed my whole life all the time. And so when you're used to that for so long, going to college, I didn't want my life to feel out of whack. That's kind of just when you see people who just kind of go crazy from not being able to do what they're used to all the time. And like I love softball. When you do something for so long, it's just a part of you, and I wanted it to continue to be a part of me while I was in college. I chose Creighton because I chose Creighton more for academics than anything else. The business school is really nice, and there's so many people here who are willing to help you get where you want to go. There's so many connections. There's like the networking here is absolutely insane, and I just haven't, this is my second year here, and I just haven't had a bad experience. I haven't had a bad professor. These people are just so willing to help you, and just being an athlete, I get even more help through the park and just all sorts of people who are really invested in your life and what you're doing.
One of the pros to being a student athlete is definitely the access to the park, which is our study hall area. You get your own set of tutors that all of the non-athletes don't get access to, and there's plenty of tables, and then they even have separate rooms with whiteboards in each room that you can use as a study area, and it's quiet because there's people monitoring you and making sure you're staying on task, which is really good for me so that I'm not on my phone and not talking to other people, because you do have a lot of friends in there. And another pro to being an athlete is definitely just the world of athletics, because I'm looking for an internship this summer, and there's a old physical therapist that used to play softball at Creighton, and I contacted her, and that was kind of my way into getting a future interview, and hopefully I get that internship in the future. But it's just good to make connections with the world of athletics, and especially going into PT, because so much of it has to deal with sports and injuries and just stuff that I've dealt with my whole life because of it. A con would definitely be you have 20 hours a week of softball, strictly softball. So you have practice every day, you have weights, you have conditioning, but then certain students also have added on study hall hours, anywhere from 0 to 10 hours that you're required to be in the park, which is good and bad, because then you obviously get some good study time in for your classes. Travel time is definitely hard on student athletes, not only mentally but like physically on your body. Airplanes are not comfortable, so it's hard to kind of recuperate and find the drive to do schoolwork. But those that really do excel in school and in athletics, it shows on your resume, because people know how hard and taxing it is on your body and mentally. So it's really important to just stay focused in school and have the park and athletics to keep you going and keep your GPA up, whether you're going to go into future schooling or whether you're just going to graduate and get a job. But overall, I think athletics has been one of the best decisions I've made for my future, and having a scholarship that helps pay for my school is just so helpful and really helps you be worry-free about having to pay off debt in the future, because you are truly working for the amount of money you get.